My fiancée said, "Take a break and chase me if you care." I said, "No. Come get your ring." She expected me to beg. Instead, I canceled the venue, packed her things, and changed the door code by midnight. Days later, her sister texted saying Marissa was pregnant. That's when I opened my screenshot folder. Original post. I'm Ethan, 33M, and until recently I was engaged to Marissa, 30F. We'd been together a little over 2 years. 8 months ago, she moved into my townhouse in Charlotte. Mortgage is in my name. Marissa had a favorite word for me, needy. If I asked where she was after midnight, needy. If I asked if she got home safe, needy. If I wanted to talk through an argument, needy. She'd go silent for a day, then come back sweet like nothing happened. Over time, I started censoring myself just to avoid the label. She also loved breaks. Not real breaks, not therapy breaks, threat breaks, the kind that are meant to scare you back into line. She'd say things like, "Maybe I should just leave for a bit and watch my face for fear." Friday night, I was at my desk finishing a report for work, wedding spreadsheet open on my second monitor. We'd paid the venue deposit a week earlier, $2,400, then $600 to the photographer and $250 to the DJ. Marissa had been out grabbing dinner with the girls and went quiet. At 1:17 p.m. my phone buzzed. "Marissa, I need a break. If you care, you'll chase me. Don't call unless you're ready to beg." I read it and felt something click. Not anger, just clarity. Like she finally admitted the game was the point. I typed back, "No." "Come get your ring." 3 seconds later she called, then again. Then FaceTime, declined, text followed, "You can't be serious. It was a test. Stop being dramatic. I'm coming home." A test, at 10 p.m., with our wedding money on the line. So I did the calm, boring thing. I pulled out her suitcases and started folding. Clothes, shoes, makeup, skincare, the little decor items she'd taken over. I taped boxes and labeled them so she couldn't claim I ruined anything. By midnight, her stuff was stacked by the front door. I put the ring in a small box, took a photo of it, and locked it in my office safe. Then I opened the wedding email thread and started canceling. Venue, photographer, DJ. I ate the non-refundable retainers and screenshot every confirmation. I started a folder on my phone called Marissa because I finally understood this might turn into a paperwork situation. By 1 a.m. I had 29 missed calls and 4 voicemails. I didn't listen. I went to bed and I slept. Update 1: 4 days later, Marissa stayed with her best friend, Kayla. I only know because Kayla texted me Sunday morning from an unknown number. "Kayla, she's a mess. Can you just talk to her?" Me, she asked for a break and told me to beg. I'm not doing that. Pickup is easy. Kayla tried the guilt angle. I didn't respond. Monday I sent Marissa one clean message: "Your belongings are packed. You can pick them up Wednesday 6-7 p.m. Confirm or I'll move them to storage." No reply, just more calls, so I handled access. Locksmith was $165. New locks, new keys. I changed the garage code and removed her fingerprint from the smart lock. I also changed the Wi-Fi password and my streaming logins. Clean break. I went one step further and rented a small storage unit near my house. 5x10, climate controlled. $89 a month, first month prorated. I didn't want her showing up just to grab one thing 10 times. One pickup, one location, one paper trail. That afternoon, my Ring doorbell pinged. Marissa was on my porch with coffee, hair done, wearing my old hoodie like a prop. She tried her key, didn't work. Then she waved at the camera like I was going to laugh and let her in. Her text: "Open the door. This is insane. Mine, confirm pickup or it goes to storage." She replied, "You can't evict me. I get mail there." I replied, "I'll forward it. This is not a negotiation." Then her sister, Brooke, called me at work and left a voicemail about me abandoning Marissa. I texted Brooke back. She told me to chase and beg. I said no. "Please stop contacting me." Brooke sent Marissa's Instagram story. "When men can't control you, they punish you." I saved it. Screenshot folder. Wednesday came. Marissa didn't show. She texted at 7:12 p.m. after the window, saying I should wait outside like a man if I really cared. I replied with the storage unit address and the gate hours. That was it. That night my mom called. Marissa had tried her too. "Mom, send me what she texted you." I did. Mom didn't lecture me. She just said, "Okay, I'll handle my side." Then she added quietly, "You did the right thing." 10 minutes later, Marissa will not be contacting me again. I slept like someone who finally stopped negotiating with chaos. Update 2. 2.5 weeks later, it went quiet for a few days. Not peace. Just Marissa changing tactics. Wednesday morning, my office receptionist buzzed me. "There's a woman here saying she's your fiancée and has paperwork." It was Marissa in a blazer with a manila envelope and a practiced smile. She stood where the receptionist could see her tears if she wanted to turn them on. "Marissa, I just want to talk. I'm late. Email me. Leave." She leaned in like she was about to confess something terrible, a fake crisis. I asked reception to call building security. When security arrived, her voice dropped. "You're really doing this to me." They walked her out. I requested the incident report number and emailed myself a timeline. Date, time, names, exact words. Then I emailed my manager a quick heads up so nobody could claim I was missing meetings for personal drama. That night, she sent a Venmo request for $1980 labeled "Wedding costs you owe me." The deposits came from my account. I declined. "We are settled. Do not contact me again." Next, she tried flowers. A bouquet showed up at my office with a note about forever. I asked reception to refuse delivery. I wasn't going to let her create a scene in the lobby and call it romance. A mutual friend, Devin, texted because Marissa was telling people I threw her out. I sent him the screenshot of her original text and my reply. No commentary. Devin: "Oh, yeah, she didn't mention that part." 2 days later, Kayla called from a new number and left a voicemail saying Marissa was having a panic attack and I needed to talk to her before she did something permanent. I forwarded the voicemail to my email and texted back, "If you think she's unsafe, call 911 or her family." Then Brooke tried the big swing. "Brooke, Marissa is pregnant." I replied once, "If that's true, put it in writing and send it through my attorney. Otherwise, stop." Nothing ever came in writing. After that, Marissa started doing accidental run-ins. She popped up at my usual grocery store after work. Same aisle, same timing. "Ethan, can we please talk?" I said no, and kept walking. 2 nights later, she was back on my porch, pacing just out of frame like she wanted the camera to catch her silhouette. Ring footage doesn't lie. I didn't open the door. I didn't text. I just saved the clip. That was when I filed a non-emergency police report for harassment, so there was a paper trail. The officer listened, nodded, and told me to keep documenting and call if she showed up again. Report number went into my notes app next to the screenshots. Meanwhile, I got promoted to project lead. $6,000 raise. And I met Taryn through a work volunteer event. Normal conversation felt like oxygen, and I realized how tense I'd been for months without even noticing. She also cycled through 3 unknown numbers. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Final update: 2 months after the text, Marissa got quieter. More official. I received an email from a new address with the subject line "Formal Notice." It was apology mixed with blame, plus a demand for the ring or its cash value, and threats of small claims court. The tone was basically, "If I type it like a lawyer, you'll obey." My buddy Nalan is a paralegal. He helped me draft a cease and desist, and I sent it certified mail. $78. No contact, no workplace visits, everything in writing. I also included the storage unit info again because I wanted 0 excuses left. I returned the ring without a meeting. Jewelry store documented the transfer. Insured shipping with signature required. $64. I didn't want a parking lot handoff and a crying video for social media. She filed small claims anyway for shared living expenses and emotional damages. Court was a Tuesday morning. She brought Kayla and a folder. I brought a binder. When the judge asked why she was suing, Marissa said, "He abandoned me and locked me out." I slid across the printout that started it all. "I need a break. If you care, you'll chase me." Don't call unless you're ready to beg. The judge read it, looked up, and said, so you told him not to contact you unless he begged. And you're here because he didn't beg. Marissa tried to pivot. I was emotional. I didn't mean it. The judge didn't bite. Claim dismissed. And Marissa was warned that continued contact could turn into a harassment case. Outside the courtroom, Marissa muttered that I ruined her life. I didn't answer. I walked to my car, called my mom, and heard her say, "Good. Come over Sunday. I'm making lasagna." 2 days after court, she finally picked up her things from the storage unit. No face-to-face. Just a message to the office, a signed release, and the unit emptied. When I got the confirmation email, I sat in my car for a minute and just let the quiet settle in. I'm dating Taryn now, slowly. No tests, no scorekeeping. My townhouse feels quiet again. I put my desk back where I like it, deleted the wedding spreadsheet, and stopped flinching every time my phone buzzed. Lesson learned: when someone turns love into a test, the relationship is already a game. The chase me person isn't looking for partnership. They're looking for proof they can pull your strings. The moment I refused to beg, she treated it like betrayal. That told me everything. I stopped playing. If you've ever been tested like this, tell me in the comments. Please subscribe, like, and share so more people hear these stories.